Guys, what's popping,
Yes,
guys?
sir. We are back with another episode of the Dynastyers podcast. Welcome back, welcome back. I am one of your hosts, Darius Capers, Kung Fu Cape on the Twitch, Darius Capers on all the social medias. Give me a follow. Please, please, please do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it around the room. We got us a four-person show today. I'm gonna toss it to Alex first. Alex, you want to introduce yourself to the people, man?
Yo, what it do? Dynastyers family, it's your boy Alex Reed. Back with another banger. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. We're gonna get it popping like that Drake album. We all
Hey,
Drake
Alex.
fans here.
Hey,
Let's
Alex.
get into it.
Show 'em what kind of shirt you got on, Alex.
I'm not showing y'all
Yeah,
shit.
show 'em what kind
Y'all
of
just gonna
shirt
know.
you got on.
I got the guns out. I ain't gonna lie.
Sun's out, honey buns out, right? That's what he said.
Look, hey, I was about to take a sip of water. I'm glad I waited because this would have been all over my screen. So
Oh
I'm
shit.
glad I waited.
Drop my water. All right. Follow me at Instagram, 10 gold bands, 10GOLDBANZ underscore. Let's get into the video, man.
Let's do
Boom.
it.
Get to the rest of the members, man. Let's do it.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next, we're gonna go to your brother in arms, your commander, brethren. Reese, go and introduce yourself to the people, man. This is your first episode on the new pod, the new display of
Hall of Famer.
StreamYard. So we're gonna go ahead and let you do that. Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah, the
That's
dude
the Hall of
display
Famer.
look good. It look cool. Y'all doing your thing out here. It's Reese Xavier on
Thank you, man.
Instagram. You know how your
Hall of
favorite
Famer.
coach out here. You know,
Hall of
coaching
Famer.
them up, doing good things, in the community.
Hey man, I gotta show this. I gotta show my boy Reese so much love, bro. Reese stepped on the yard. We had homecoming this past weekend. Reese stepped on the yard, and Reese was OWT. I'll talk about capital out, bro. That boy Reese, everywhere Reese went, he was the center of attention. I was like, bro, I realized I wasn't doing something right with my life because it was like Reese is here, y'all. Let's go hang out with him. And I was like, oh my god,
Yes, sir.
like look, it's Reese. Look at his hair. It was like, yeah, Reese is popping, bro.
Not looking
Reese,
at here.
look, Reese was popping, bro. And then he got the
That's
crown. They
good.
gave the boy the crown. They gave him the crown. Congratulations, King of the Oil. King of the Oil for the six. Rue Dog. Rue Dog.
Ooh,
King of the
that's
Oil for
tough.
the six.
It's major, brother.
That's tough.
King of the Oil for the six. Yeah, go ahead and get that on a t-shirt. You can say I came
Yeah,
up with that. I came up
yeah.
with that.
You're right.
I came up with that.
That's lit,
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and
Glad
jump in
y'all
here,
enjoyed
man.
yourself.
I'm gonna jump in here real quick, y'all. I just want
Go ahead, go.
to be quick, brief, fast and to the point. It's your boy, the player, the partner, the neighborhood hope dealer himself, Henry Capers. I'm so glad to be here again with you. Another show with the guys showing love, making it happen. You can always follow me at Long Live My Reign, all caps on IG. You can also find me at the Capers Cares Foundation on Instagram, where we're doing big things, making change happen in the community. Check out your boy. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Please do that. Please, everybody, follow the Capers Cares Foundation, man. Big things going on in the community with school getting back into the swing of things now, man. We are trying to help bless people, more stuff to come, but man, just please be on the lookout, man. We are really looking to bless folks coming into this holiday season. So, starting off with our first topic, man, I want to go ahead and get right into it. Don't even want to wait. We got a full cast today. Let's get into it, man. First and foremost, I feel like we have to discuss the dismantling of the Dallas Cowboys by the San Francisco 49ers. For those of y'all that missed it, which I doubt anybody did, the San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys 42 to 10. This was supposed to be a showdown of what many thought could possibly be the NFC Championship game, and it was not even close to that. So I just kind of want to go around the cast. I'm gonna start with you, Reese, because this is you and Alex. I know you guys were happy to see this being division rivals. What was your thought seeing the San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys by 32 points on Sunday Night Football?
I didn't watch the game, but I wish I had. I was extremely proud of the 49ers doing what every team probably should have did so far was whoop on the Cowboys. I for one have a strong dislike for the Cowboys. We're not gonna go with the H word. We ain't gonna say hate, but I don't like them. I wish them not well. I hope they go 0 and whatever. You know what I mean? But look, to be honest with you though, I speak about this every year, and I hate to put it on them, but like Dak is not your franchise quarterback. They know this. Everyone knows this. Like it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? When they get in tough situations, they're never good when it counts. Whenever they play somebody good, a top 10 team in the league, they're no good. Never any good. They never live up to their hype, bro. And so maybe one day, hopefully in the future, far,
All right,
far future,
all right,
it'll
what
be
you
a
said,
hype.
Lil, what you said, Lil Reese Jr. gonna be the quarterback for they win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah, probably
Lil Reese Jr. That's gonna be a small quarterback.
25 years from now, type shit.
That's gonna be a small quarterback, G. They're gonna be a small quarterback, G. Look at everybody's face. Nobody wants to laugh, but it's okay. That was a great joke.
He'd be a better quarterback than what the Jets got right now.
Oh, for sure. I know for sure. For sure.
Well,
Lil
you was
Reese,
laughing, so you brought it
Lil-
on yourself. But
I mean, hey, look, I have been telling y'all the blueprint, bro. It's not my fault that my organization wants to lose in the wild card so bad. It's not my fault. The Chiefs aren't going to get the 1 seed this year. We'll get matched up with Mahomes again. Oh, it's going to be a good game. They played them tough, and we're going to get waxed in the wild card, bro. I
Bro,
don't
wild
want to
card, y'all gonna
win.
make it to the wild card? That's
bro,
crazy.
the
We'll
thing
probably
is,
make it.
they look like they're trying to win ball games.
They do though.
We're
I
competing,
give it
bro.
up to them. They need to go and get a veteran presence at quarterback, bro. And that's
They
Kirk
have to.
Cousins.
They have to.
I could
I can see
legitly
a world where
after
the Jets trade for Cousins.
the crazy
and
thing is, guys, after we pass our bye week, which is coming up soon, the schedule lightens up. So it's a lot of teams that, even though I
yeah,
know
it is.
every team in the league probably says that, seeing the Jets, they're like, yo, we got the Jets coming up. Like, we're seeing a couple teams like, yo, we got them. Like, I know the Broncos probably were like, yo, the Jets is coming, but man.
Yeah, I
Like,
do come.
yeah,
I do
I
come
know
in them.
Russ was probably like, yo, I'm about
let's
to,
ride
Yeah,
for real.
hey, I'm about
Russ
to
was
get
like, let's
that
ride
right.
for real.
I
Hey,
do
everybody
commend
know
them
you
though.
want
Like
to ride.
for sticking with Zach, that's a tough choice, bro. And
Yeah, that's a
I
bold
think that's a
choice.
career breaker. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what Robert Sala's job gonna look like after this if they don't win no games, man.
But I've been telling Darius that I think Salah had been he wrote his own ticket last year when he decided not to make a push for a quarterback. He knew Zach wasn't the guy well into Zach's first year. You made a bad pick. You drafted the wrong quarterback. Like Zach,
That's
I
not
mean,
fair, bro. I
it's
don't.
not.
I say that's
It's
not
not
fair
fair.
because let's look at a guy like Trevor Lawrence. Like Henry and I had this conversation off air. I don't even want to talk about my Jets. I don't know how we got on my Jets because Reese threw a
We could
shot.
always
That's
come back to the Jets.
we can always come back to the Jets because this is essentially the Jets podcast. Love New York Jets. Yeah, definitely doing too much, right? All seriousness though, man. Trevor Lawrence had a bad first year. A lot of quarterbacks have bad first years. There's very few Andrew Lucks that, okay, we go from being 2-15, well, 2-14, 1-15 to 10-6. It's very few. That does not happen very often. For Zach Wilson to have a bad rookie season is not far-fetched that he could have bounced back. Joe Burrow, before he went down, was 3-7-1 as a rookie. He didn't have a lot of talent, didn't have a good old line. I'm not surprised we gave him 3 seasons. He was an early pick. He's kind of starting to show he could potentially be a game manager in the right situation. If Breece Hall rushes for 150 yards a game and the defense gives up 10 points a game, we might be able to compete.
If a dog had a square ass, he could shit bricks. If
That was great, Alex. I will definitely be
that was great. Yeah,
I will definitely.
y'all can have it, bro. Y'all can have it.
But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm stuck in this place when we talk about the Jets, and I can definitely connect this back to the Cowboys too. I think when I start talking about teams that get hyped up at the start of every season, I wonder why the Super Bowl championship, like the Super Bowl champions, are not the ones that are hyped up. Like we don't hype the Rams, and we knew when Stafford went to the Rams were going to be good, right? We didn't hype up, these organizations that are built for this. Like we hype up the same teams every year, like the Jets. We hype up the Cowboys, and it's like we're hyping these teams for what reason? They're not winning ball games.
I don't think we get hype, bro. I think Aaron brought the hype this year, bro. We weren't getting
Aaron
hype
definitely
before
brought the
this
I
hype.
year.
I
think
will
Aaron
agree.
brought the hype for the Jets.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
for the
Bro.
Cowboys' sake of it.
It's impossible to say that the Jets don't get the hype when they're the biggest thing in New York. Like they're New York's team. Who we gonna say? Giants? The Giants aren't New York's team. The Jets are New York's team.
Are they?
I would say
I
in
mean,
terms of New York sporting
It's
teams,
probably the
the
Knicks.
Jets are down there, bro. It's the
Yeah.
Yankees, the Knicks.
the Giants.
I would probably
You gotta
the
come
Giants
on,
got
bro.
Super Bowls, bro. I
Right.
would probably put
in
the
this
Mets over
era.
the
We're
Jets,
not talking about
honestly,
this decade,
bro.
but like
I
this
would say
era,
the Mets, then the Jets. Probably the Brooklyn Nets are over my
Yeah,
Jets
bro.
is what, like, bro. They're down there,
I
bro.
don't think
They're down
honestly,
there.
God, like the Jets.
Oh,
Jets have
probably
been
not. They got Ben Simmons now.
the Jets have been an up and down team like forever, but I think it's tough when you're in the city when there's so many sports teams, right? So many historic sports teams.
Yeah.
On top of that, and then it's like where do the Jets lie? Like they're the youngest. Am I right? Like the youngest sports team in New York. So like, and then you divide in fan base. I mean, there's a huge fan base, but they're not gonna get the respect they deserve until they win a chip, and probably two move to Jersey, bro.
They have a chip. That's the crazy part.
No, win another chip like in this kind of era,
In this
like
type
outside
of
of Joe
era.
Namath kind of era. You know?
Yeah.
But taking it back to Dallas real quick, I
Dallas,
hate
yes.
I hate wasting time on the Jets, y'all. It makes my skin crawl. Real quick, when we talk about Dallas versus the 49ers, do y'all know how many people watched that game?
It was probably highly watched. It was supposed to be
over 26 million people watched that game per Sports Media Watch, per some of the other outlets that are out there, like The Source, like Sports Bureau Journal. Shout out to all these sources. Over 26 million people watched the game.
That's crazy.
That's the most watched edition of Sunday Night Football for Week 5, if I'm not mistaken, in history.
That's probably the most watched football game probably since the Super Bowl, bro.
I would assume. Yeah.
Like 26 million people. That's insane.
As reported by Pro Talk, the Cowboys, the 49ers on NBC and Peacock is the most watched Week 5 Sunday Night Football game ever, averaging 26.1 million viewers. Do you understand the magnitude of what comes with a Cowboys San Francisco 49ers-esque rivalry? Like, we're talking about a rivalry that predates any of our lives. We're talking about a rivalry that predates the poor success or the lack of success that the 49ers have and the Cowboys have had. We're talking about a period of time when they were the premier franchise in football. And so I think that there is room and space for the game of football to get even larger when it comes to these two franchises, because I think that they could really help spearhead if they give us more marquee matchups like that throughout the season. It plays a major part in the value of the season, right? I've been loving that we've been playing multiple games in London back-to-back weeks over the last few weeks. It gives more marketability to the game. When you have a 49ers play a Dallas Cowboys, you need to have a competitive ball game. Dallas let the world of sports down by not giving us a game that was worth watching. While people were tuning in, there were many people tuning in and tuning out, because who wants to see a team get beat by 32 points? Like, this is a game. This is a game of football on a Sunday night. Dak Prescott threw 3 interceptions on Sunday night football. And then Jerry Jones has the audacity to say that he still thinks that Dak Prescott is a starting quarterback in this league. I think Jerry Jones has lost his mind. He has to. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I want to unpack what you said before I give it to you, Alex, to give your thoughts on this game as well. I do think Dak's a starting quarterback. I think Dak is a top fifth, is a 15 to 20, 15 to 18 ranked quarterback, 15 to 18, 15 to 20 in there. I think he's Kirk Cousins rank. I think he's in that range. I think you can win with him. You just have to have him not do anything. His rookie year in the league. There's a reason they were 12-4, 13-3 those first couple of years. He was on a good contract. They had a lot of talent. It's a reason you can win with him. But I have a question for you guys. In terms of viewership, 26 million, 26.1 million people. I think of like 3, 4, maybe 5 games this season. If they're matchups this year, that could be on par with that. I want to get y'all opinion. Do y'all think they'd be higher or lower? Like, what do you think about maybe like the Chiefs, Bengals? Like, do you think Chiefs, Bengals could be higher than this? You think Mahomes versus Burrow? You think it would be?
I don't think so this season, only because of look what Cincinnati has been doing, and the Chiefs are always going to kind of be the Chiefs at this point. But it's like, there's no expectation for that game to be really good. You know what I mean? The Cowboys had a good record coming in this game, even though they poo-putted like 2 of those games. You know what I mean? Like, but they were supposed to be the top, epsilon of the league right now. But I mean,
but you telling me, Reese, that you don't think Bengals at Kansas City on New Year's Eve day at 4:25 is not going to be a highly watched game?
That's on New Year's Day.
But
that's hard, bro.
It don't matter. It don't matter. If you telling me if Cincinnati goes and loses half their games from now to then, they're not even considered a playoff team. You think there's going to be a decent game? Nah, bro. Like,
I get what you got to think. They got the Taylor Swift effect too, though.
But I mean, that's the only
thing going for that game. Like,
I mean, but that's what the thought that Cincinnati. That's what the thought that Cincinnati is going to turn their season around.
If
they do, then it's going to be crazy. It's going to be
That's basically them torpedo diving, because think we're in October now. You said New Year's Day. That means they would have to go on like a 7-game
crazy win streak, bro.
Yeah,
crazy
or a crazy.
But here's
what are they? They're 2-3. They're 2-3. That's not terrible,
right? But here's who Cincinnati plays. Here's who Cincinnati plays in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games before they get to Kansas City. In the next 9 games, they have the 49ers, which we can probably say is a loss. They have the Buffalo Bills, which we can say is an even matchup. I think that's going to be an even game, and I think the quarterback with the less turnovers wins.
But we have to respect the Bills which we will get to later on in the show, everybody. But the Bills significant injuries.
They've already turned their ship. Their ship is already.
But the Bills, they lost Matt Milano. They lost Tre'Davious White for the year. Matt Milano for the year. They lost tackle for the year.
They got hurt. You're talking about a boy. If they got hurt, they were gonna have to play that boy. That boy gonna have to play now. We gonna see. Who that boy?
Stop, bro.
That boy ain't playing now.
Who that boy? Who the boy?
For the Bills, bro.
I didn't say it.
Who we talking about? I'm sorry.
That boy for Buffalo. If you don't know him, you don't know him. But if you know who I'm talking about, that boy playing. I just know who I'm talking about. That boy playing. He came. He hit.
Look, he's on the field, bro.
He alive and he with us. He alive and he with us, but he burnt toast. You hear me? He is big ziti over top. I know it.
That's tough,
I know
bro.
it.
That's tough.
Bro, I know it.
And they honestly, the crazy thing is they honestly might have to play him with the injuries they're facing. But okay, so you said the Bills. Okay, what does the rest of their teams look like?
So they got Buffalo November 5th. Then they got the Texans, which is a win.
That's a dub. So 3-5.
3-5. Then they got the Ravens, which is another dub. The way the Ravens playing.
That's a coin flip too.
They playing the same way. They
play. Yeah, that's a coin flip.
Yeah, bro, that's a toss up.
But I say dub for Cincinnati. I say 4-5.
I definitely say dub for Cincinnati. Then the next week they got the Steelers, the 26th.
5
That's a
and 5.
dub.
Yeah, that's
Next
a
week
dub.
after that, they got
That's
Jacksonville. And so that's a toss-up.
Yeah.
That's not
Let's
tough.
say
That's a toss
L.
up for real.
That's
They
an
could
L.
be
Okay.
5 and
That could be
6.
an L.
Oh yeah,
That's-
5
I ain't
and
gonna lie.
6 maybe.
Okay, so they
I
could be
agree.
5. They could be 5 and 6. Here we go. Listen to how crazy they could be 5 and 6. Then you go Colts, Vikings, Steelers again. I could easily see the Bengals going on a 3-game road.
Oh yeah,
a
they'd be
3-game
8
win
and
run.
6.
They'd be 8 and 6 walking into the the Chiefs game.
Which
On
that
December
game's
31st.
gonna they'll
That
be
game is gonna
saying,
be
"Oh, this is
crazy.
a big playoff contention game."
Playoff
Yeah,
implications,
Yeah.
AFC
I can see
Championship
that being
rematch. There's gonna be implications there. Like
I just say it's too early to call it. Like it's too
I
early
definitely
to
agree
call it.
with you, Reese.
If,
I
if
definitely
they
agree
get
with
those
you.
9, if they go like you saying they go in these 9 games, yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting game. It's gonna be a make or break kind of. They're gonna be on the
Yeah.
cusp of making the playoffs. Then they're gonna be like, yeah, let's, you know what I mean. But yeah, you
And
just gotta see
and
how that.
a few other games I thought of. I thought of Philly Chiefs, like the rematch of the Super Bowl. I thought Chiefs. I thought Philly Dallas, and then I thought Chiefs Buffalo. Do you think any of those could maybe, like, in terms of viewership as well? That's because that 26 million, that's crazy. But I'm thinking like Philly, maybe Dallas. I was thinking that one
Philly,
definitely.
yeah, I think that one would probably. It's like it because it's the fan base too. Like you gotta understand, Cowboys they have a crazy. I don't understand why I have a crazy fan base. Like
Yeah.
and then so do the Eagles. Like the Eagles fan base is wild. Like it's a lot of
Crazy.
them for no reason.
Well, I tell you,
So
Everywhere.
if the Cowboys fans believed in like anything as much as they believe in the Cowboys, it'd be a lot of saved souls going to heaven. It would be a lot of lottery winners. It would be a lot less global warming. It would be a whole bunch of stuff.
it'd
Like
be a
bro,
lot less broken TVs. You know what I'm
broken
saying?
TVs, bro. It'd be so much stuff, bro, because these fans believe in the Cowboys in a way that I've never seen before.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they love Dallas, bro. They love Dallas. Alex, we didn't forget about you, man. You being a Commander fan as well, this being one of your division rivals, man. What are your thoughts on seeing Brock Purdy throw 3 touchdown passes to Travis? I almost said Travis Kelsey to George Kittle. Travis Kelsey get well soon. He's just thinking he's on my mind, man, because I saw him on the injury report. But to George Kittle, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Like, what was your what? He looked like Travis Kelsey. That's why I called him Travis Kelsey. But what did you think seeing that?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to focus on Dallas because we already know that San Francisco might be in the Super Bowl this year. Off of what we've seen, they're probably the most complete team. But a little bit about Dallas for real. One thing I want to tell you and Henry, I was looking at y'all in your face last week. Y'all were trying to tell me that Dak Prescott might be a good quarterback. Nah, Cape, we do not want Dak Prescott on the Commanders. He can go to the Jets. He can stay on the Cowboys. We don't want him. We don't want him. I'd rather take Sam Howell. I'd rather keep Sam Howell. I'd rather keep Sam Howell. Look, the Cowboys. The Cowboys had 8 first downs for the whole game. Only 8 first downs. The 49ers had 25 first downs. Time of possession, 37-23. They almost doubled their time of possession. What are you going to get with that? You're going to get a blowout.
But you don't think he could be a stud with Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator?
That's what I'm saying. See,
like
Henry, you're not thinking about
if you give Dak Prescott Eric Bieniemy, I think Eric Bieniemy makes any quarterback better. Look at what he's doing with Sam Howell.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying.
But
here's what I'm saying with that. That's a good point. But for Eric Bieniemy to coach you, you have to know when to throw the football. Dak Prescott doesn't know when to throw the football all the time. And we're trying to elevate. Me and Reese, we know what it's like to be a Commanders fan. We do not want to be average. Okay, we've been stuck with mediocrity. Dak is the epitome of mediocrity.
I think it would be different, but this is why I say it'd be different with y'all, Alex, because the things that I feel like you guys in Dallas are like polar opposites. Like their best trait is essentially their offensive line, right? I would say their O line is probably the best trait of Dallas. Y'all best trait on offense is your skill positions, receiver, running back, plentiful. Like on their defense, I feel like their skill is their DB room. They had 2 all-pro cornerbacks before Trevon Diggs went down, but they had Diggs and they had Gilmore. Y'all strength is y'all front 7 because y'all have like 4. Y'all D line is probably the one of the best in football at full strength, bro. Like y'all have 4 guys. Like come on, bro. Like it just I feel like giving Dak that team, you never know. It could be a different like conclusion, bro. Like I think like Henry said, Bieniemy, he could turn Dak into one of them guys with y'all.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. We went, I think it was, and Reese, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 6-3 with Alex Smith as the quarterback. Now I know he didn't have Eric Bieniemy before he went down with the leg injury. But what I'm saying here is we had more or less the same weapons we did when we had Alex Smith, right? At that time, I would think it's fair to say Alex Smith is better than what Dak is now. Now, he's not the athlete Dak is, but he still knows when to throw the football. He still knows when to take a sack and when to throw it out of bounds. He still knows when to slide. He just slid into a Ramrauder. So pause, bro. Pause.
What?
Do not.
What did he just say?
What did he
Kate,
say?
you knew it. Kate, you knew what I'm trying to say, bro.
He slid into a tough hit, bro. That's what you should say.
Yes.
What? Oh, that's crazy, Alex. I let Reese get away with his crazy one earlier, but that's crazy. I'm done letting y'all slide.
Can't we hear, right?
I'm done. Hey,
oh man.
Listen, let's just say this, bro. Let's just say this.
Oh
At the end of the day, bro, I think Dak with y'all, bro, would be a good fit.
I disagree, bro.
Hey, Alex, spell that. You got to text that in the chat. Just spell that. That's gonna be the title of the episode. What is a Ramrauder? What is a Ramrauder, bro? Like that's wild. Oh, this is the clip that goes on TikTok right here. Alex said Ramrauder, and nobody knows what he's talking about. What is that?
A ramrod.
Yeah, he ran into a Ramrauder.
Woo!
You sound like you're supposed to spit the can after you said it. A Ramrauder.
Well, I guess we can also talk about how the Denver Broncos ran into a Ramrauder that was my New York Jets.
Let's not use this
from this past week. And now it looks like the Denver Broncos.
We got to normalize that word, bro.
Are selling everything.
That one doesn't make it into the
dictionary. That one doesn't make it into the. All right,
that's a Dynastyers.
Hey, Alex, I tried it, bro. I tried.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
But what did Westside Boogie say, Harry? Everything for sale. Everything. Oh, they are talking about the Denver Broncos are looking to move significant pieces in the coming weeks. A fire sale is coming, man. Yes.
They spent way too much money to like be this bad.
Yeah, bro.
So
now I want to get your guys' opinion, Reese. I'm glad you started because I wanted to come to you first. If you're the GM, kind of knowing the Broncos cap situation, kind of knowing their team, who are you looking to move and who are you looking to keep hold on to? Like a Jerry Jeudy, a Cortland Sutton, Patrick Surtain, Jeffrey Simmons, these are some good players. What are you looking to do with these guys?
You gotta keep the defensive pieces in place. I mean, the defense, even though he got 70 points put on him, the guys you mentioned, like Jeffrey Simmons and the Patrick Surtains, they're the top echelon in the league. You just got to start building around them. But outside of that, me personally, I haven't been a big fan of Jerry Jeudy ever since he left Bama. Bama, he was all right. He was good. He was a receiver at Bama.
Bruh.
But
that little dead leg move.
But since he got to the league, though, bro, he hasn't been nothing. He hasn't been the pick that he's, was led up to be. And so moving him would be super easy because I know hella team that would give up maybe a second round for him, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's coming off good. And so I think you do move pieces like that. I don't know, Cortland Sutton. Cortland, what's up?
What did you just say?
I think you move pieces like that.
No, before that, you was like, that's coming off good. That's crazy. What's wrong with y'all tonight?
I didn't even say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Reese, look, I'll be honest. If you did, I missed that one. Henry might have caught it. I'm gonna have to catch it on the playback, bro. Man, I missed that one. I missed it, bro, because I'm focused on
wild tonight.
Man,
I wasn't even that
Henry, keep it together, bro. Keep it together,
my
bro.
fault, y'all. I'm sorry.
But look, but for real though, like I think keeping Cortland Sutton, I like Cortland Sutton as a receiver. Like he's pretty good, but I don't know. It's tough, but y'all guys just get rid of Russell Wilson, bro.
We'll
like,
take
at this point,
we should say.
I mean, you
Russ
cut
is
him.
like he's a franchise, bro. Like he has Russ has bound their finances in such a way that like they won't recover.
But you can't build a team around it. Like financially, it just don't work. He has to be a stud, a superstar quarterback, and he's not that anymore.
Hold up real quick, bro.
If we talking about Russ 10 years ago, cool, but we talking about immobile ass like.
Alex, did you just say that you'll take Russell Wilson, but you won't take Dak Prescott?
I'll give you a Sam Howell right now.
I don't want neither one of them.
Alex.
Leave them both where they at. You tripping.
Alex, they're the same player now.
The only difference is Russell Wilson would have no expectations. That's the thing. Dak Prescott would have expectations.
Russ has a Super Bowl.
Russ has a Super Bowl
winning quarterback. You have no expectations.
But what did we just see?
Alex, I feel like
it's not like he's
Alex,
just coming off the Super Bowl.
But see, Alex, okay, I'm gonna put this in basketball terms for you, bro. In terms of basketball, Giannis is expected to compete for Super Bowls or compete for NBA Finals, compete for rings. Russell
Wilson is not Giannis. Russell Wilson is essentially like Westbrook.
I know you can't say he's like
Westbrook. Yes, he is. He's essentially Westbrook with the Clippers right now.
Russell Wilson is one of the best quarterbacks we've seen of this past decade, bro.
Russell Westbrook is one of the best point guards we've ever seen. But what just happened?
No, bro.
What just happened with LA?
Russell Wilson
it's the same thing with Russell in Denver.
I don't think it's
the same thing.
It's the same thing. So this is what
I give it a Kawhi comparison.
If you say Kawhi is expected.
I wasn't even gonna say Kawhi. What's little buddy name? He was the point guard for the Raptors, and now he was with Miami.
Van Fleet.
Not Kyle Lowry.
I would compare him to Kyle Lowry. No, listen, I would compare him to Kyle Lowry because in their prime, they were both very good and had stints where they could help lead a team in a legitimate way. The issue with Kyle Lowry is whatever franchise he goes to, even if he's not the starter, he's expected to contribute because he has created this air about him that says I can compete. The same thing with Russ. Russ is creating.
You guys are shortchanging this man, Russell Wilson, bro.
I'm not. I gave y'all an MVP, a Hall of Fame player as a comparison. Russell Wilson,
Russell
Westbrook won his MVP like 7 years ago.
Though, bro, is what I'm saying. He's a 9-time Pro Bowler.
Russell Westbrook's like a 12-time All-Star.
But the thing is, Russell Wilson is a made man because of his Super Bowl ring. If Russell Westbrook had a championship, then we would talk about Russell Westbrook completely differently.
So do we credit Russell Wilson for that Super Bowl, or do we credit the Legion of Boom for that Super Bowl?
We credit Russell Wilson for that Super Bowl.
That's a good
Reese. You with me? You with me,
Reese? That's a really good question, though. That's a great question. That's the best question you'd ever.
Hey, look. I can't take nothing away from what Russell Wilson did. He was a great, phenomenal quarterback that season.
They put up 43 points. They put up 43 points on that Denver Broncos team, right? 43. He had to help score 43 points in that Super Bowl. Like He didn't just
Okay.
win 7-0
And check me
or
out. And check me out. And
7-3.
check me out.
Like, come on,
In the
man.
last Super Bowl he was in, what's the last memory we have of him? The last Super Bowl he was in. What happened?
Was the interception? Yes. Malcolm Butler making an amazing play. Yes, that is the last
No.
memory.
Don't say Malcolm
making
Butler.
an
That was a
amazing
bad
play.
call by the quarterback. That was a bad call.
No, that was a bad call by the coach.
No, no,
That was a bad call by him and the quarterback. But as a quarterback, you have to know. You have to know in those times. If you're really that guy, you have to know. Even though the coach said this, nah, we ain't running that. We got to run this. Come on now.
But I don't think he was at that point in his career to be doing that. That's just my whole thing. I don't know.
You're right. Answer this question for me. How many times was Russ an All-Star?
Oh, Russell Westbrook?
No, how many times was Russell Wilson an All-Pro?
All pros. I'd have to go back and see. He honestly was probably never an all pro, bro. I'll be honest with you. He might have never been an all pro. Yeah, he was a Pro Bowl some seasons, but
yeah, how many times did he make the Pro Bowl?
9 times. He was all AP second team all pro one time. So he was all pro one time, but 9-time Pro Bowler.
I ain't want to toot my own horn, but that was a very good and accurate comparison of Russ and Kyle Lowry, because Kyle Lowry is a 6-time NBA All-Star. He's got 1 championship, and he was also, I'm trying to get the rest of his awards. Sorry, y'all. 6-time All-Star.
Did he ever make the All-NBA team? I don't think he ever. He might have made an All-NBA team.
All-NBA team, 3rd team. He was a champion in 2019. That's a really close.
That is pretty much Russell Wilson. I can't be mad at that. Because Russ he's only led the league in touchdown passes 1 time, no yardage titles. Like Russell Wilson's going to be a Hall of Famer. It's like Kyle Lowry in the Hall of Fame. It's hard for me to think.
That's why I said Russell Westbrook. And if Russell Westbrook ever hears this, I wasn't trying to disrespect you, bro. Because we got to dap up.
I'm not going to lie, bro.
You know, Russell Westbrook done did me a favor deleting some teams that deleted my Lakers. Appreciate it, Russ. All right, but yeah, let's do it. Just had to say that. I don't want Russ to get the bad idea. Feel me? I'm on guy.
Yeah. So, but okay, Reese, I see what you're saying. Keep that defense together pretty much. So that means Surtain ain't going nowhere if you're a team, right?
But who do you want, Reese, the Commanders to go get? Who on that roster do you want the Commanders to go pull?
Yeah, if your team can go get
Patrick Surtain
today.
You just said the defense was staying pat. Like if the defense stays pat,
what you said, hold on, you talking to a Commanders fan? What do I want them to go get? I don't care what the Broncos do. Look, what should the Broncos do? Stay put with their top assets at defense and switch some stuff around on offense. Offense is
I thought that's what we wanted from Denver. My fault.
But
I was kind of thinking. My question was more so if you're the Denver Broncos, what do you do? Because like they're talking about moving a lot of pieces, and you pretty much said Judy, Sutton, look to try to like move those guys. That makes sense. Henry, I kind of want to ask you the same question, man. If you're the GM, they got a couple pieces. I know they already are looking to move Frank Clark. I know Randy Gregory's on the list of players they're looking to move.
They already moved.
They already moved Randy Gregory. Who they end up moving?
Something low too, like a 6th or 7th round pick.
Wow. Okay.
I thought they released him.
Nah, they ended up trading him for like a 6th round pick to I can't remember who they traded him to.
Wow, man. So that's crazy. So then that's one piece to move. I mean, I know Josie Jewell, he's a good off-ball linebacker.
Yeah.
Who are you looking to move if you're the GM, Brody?
Man, if I was the GM, dog, I ain't even going to cap with you. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I get him on every franchise that I play. Quinn's Minzer, the D3 offensive lineman that the Broncos took a pick on because he crushed in the Senior Bowl a few years ago. I mean, pound for pound, in my opinion, one of the better offensive linemen in this league. And I think that he has a seat anywhere in this league. I think his skill set, his ability to be a guard that can pull, to be a guard that can pass block, to be a guard that can do multiple types of run schemes. I think he could fit on any roster in this league. I think there's a place for him there. But if they say no, we need to keep our O line intact, man, my next go-to guy would have to be Cortland Sutton. I would love to see my boy Pat Mahomes throw the football to a Cortland Sutton outside,
Really?
to a Valdez Scantley
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
somewhere in the
great.
slot, or we've got Travis Kelce
Mhm.
running a dig. You know what I'm saying? Think about the sets that you could run. Think about the 3x1 sets that you can run. You could run a bunch set with a Cortland Sutton outside with a Travis Kelce running point. You could do it with what's the little fast dude that I just think he's trash. I mean, he's having a rough
Marvin Man.
no,
You
Oh,
I
talking
mean,
about you guys?
Kadarius Tony. You talking about
Kadarius
yeah,
Toney.
Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's just having a tough year, man. He having a trash year. But think about that. You put Tony on the inside, you could run so many crazy schemes because you got three like guys, and then Scantley backside. You could
I
do
like
something.
Judy with y'all, bro. Judy for
I
y'all.
like Judy with y'all better. I ain't gonna
That's what
lie.
I'm
It's
saying,
something
bro.
about you, bro. I
Because y'all
hear
need
that,
a number one. That's the
And then
problem.
he
Y'all
could
need a
bro,
bona
him and
fide number one.
Mahomes. Oh
bro.
my
Judy's not a
goodness.
number one though. I don't. If there's no number one on this roster. There's no number one on this roster.
But I think
We-
Judy has number one upside, bro. I think he does.
I think
I
he still
think
has a bit of
He
an
might have
upside, but he
upside.
hasn't shown it yet, bro. He's
That's what I'm
injury
saying.
but
prone.
do
He's
you
not
think
reliable. Like
could it be because before Russell he's had Drew Lock and a washed Russell Wilson as his quarterbacks?
I
it
don't
could
know.
Think
be.
about it, bro.
It
Because
could
he
very
hasn't
well
had
be.
nothing. If you give him Patrick Mahomes, bro, Patrick Mahomes would turn him into a Pro Bowl level receiver, bro.
You
That's
I
the
hope.
only
can't
thing.
say that. I can't say that. I can't say that his game will elevate. I
Yeah.
will say his game will elevate, but I can't call him a Pro Bowler because I haven't even seen Pro Bowl esque talent out of a guy like that. Like when you see a player, you can tell based on the plays that he makes what level he sits. I didn't need to see 18 games to see that Sauce was a guy. I didn't need to see 18 games to know that
Chase Young was a guy. Like,
Scary Terry was a guy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
All I needed to
that's
do was
true.
see a couple of games and see some of the
Exactly.
residue of what was left from his performances. I haven't seen any of those yet from Judy. Maybe it's because of the injuries. Maybe it's because of the circumstance. Maybe because it's Denver altogether, and maybe he's adjusting to altitude and all of these different factors. But if I keep running into a guy who has factor after factor after factor, I look at that as a red flag rather than, oh, tell me you can play. I watched Travis Kelce pop his ankle out of place, come back in the next play, and go catch a touchdown. Like, don't tell me,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me it's
Yeah.
circumstance after circumstance when there are so many different factors that every player in this league plays with. I just don't know about Jerry Jeudy. And if I had to pick, I would rather have a significantly larger receiver like Cortland Sutton than a Jerry Jeudy, who I know may not be healthy all 18 weeks, may not give me his best every week.
That's one of the things I will say
No,
that I
don't know.
definitely agree is the difference between Sutton and him is health. Because
Yeah.
Judy's had ankle injuries and stuff of that nature. Sutton's pretty consistent with being there. So I will give you that. Alex, same question, man. If you're at Denver, what are you doing, dog? What are you doing to right this ship? I know we done heard everything from get rid of Russ, even though Russ is playing good. I mean, 1,200 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Completion percentage of 67%. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do to turn this team around? Are they selling everything? Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get on the phones to see what I can possibly get for Devontae Adams. I know he said he's not going to request a trade, but anything can happen. And if he's on the block, that's the thing that can probably turn Broncos around. And then you build again in the offseason and see what you get next season. But if you can get Devontae Adams to kind of be the bona fide number one, and then if Judy is your number 2 receiver, now you have something. And if Cortland Sutton is your bona fide number 3, now you really have something to back up those two. So that's what I would do. I would try to get another weapon because, like you just said, Henry, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's way better than what he was giving you last season. And the reason that they lost that they gave up 70 wasn't his fault. I mean, he can't play both sides of the ball. So
Yeah.
that's on the defense. If you're really trying to move into the right direction and you really think, hey, we gave this guy $250 million. Let's see what we can do with it. I still think it's too soon to blow it up because honestly, what team is going to take Russell Wilson for anything close to the value that you paid for right now?
It's not
Exactly.
many teams at all, bro. I'll be real with you. One player I'd love to get for my Jets to get, like we was talking about Reese, Justin Simmons, boy. Justin Simmons, one of them guys at that safety spot, man. He'd change our defense big time, but that would, yeah, that's a pipe dream. Moving on to the next topic, man. I want to get to your guys' winners. This is definitely not something that we associate with the Denver Broncos winning of any sort. They in fact were losers this past week. So let's come back to you, Alex. Who is your winner or winners from this previous week of football, week 5?
All right. So one of my winners is I think we already stated them, the 49ers. I think they're going to place number 1 for me just because they solidified their dominance, I feel like, in the NFC. They still got to go and get have they played the Eagles yet, guys? I don't think they have.
No, not sure.
So when they play the Eagles, I think that'll solidify them. But as of for NFC purposes, I always believe that people, have the Eagles, 49ers, and the Cowboys. At least that's what it was last year. More or less the same this year. So I think they solidified themselves as the number 1 in the NFC, and will bona fide it, if that's a word, when they play the Eagles. I don't think it is, but we'll see. My second winners is the Jets. Sean, what's his name? McVay, talking sweet shit about y'all all week. Sean Payton, excuse me. Sean Payton talking sweet shit about Nathaniel Hackett. Aaron Rodgers had to come off the bench saying he needs to keep my quarterback's name out his mouth, about slap that boy like Will Smith and Chris Rock, didn't he? Without even playing. So shout out to the Jets standing up on for yourselves, because y'all could have took this on the backside. I ain't gonna lie, y'all could have been on 8-5 room, but y'all wasn't. Y'all stood up for yourselves. Kudos to y'all, man. And let's get into it. The Bengals. Like that new Gridiron episode came out. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think it came out yesterday or the day before. I think they were trying to console Zach Wilson about what to do. He was performing so poorly, except for this week, of course, but performing so poorly. And they said, all you got to do is play the Cardinals. Well, that's exactly what they did. They beat them 34-20. We don't expect anything from the Cardinals. We don't even know how they beat the Cowboys other than Dak Prescott. But a good way to turn it around. It puts them in perfect position, like we were talking about earlier, to probably be in playoff contention if they can do well in the next 9 games for that New Year's meeting. So, hey, man, that's what I got for y'all on the 1s and 2s. Where I sound old, man. Let me start that shit. That's what I got for y'all right now as I'm my winners for the week.
Thank you, Alex. You
Try to
perfectly gave us that, and we appreciate that, my boy. We're coming to you.
Get off my head, bro. Get off my head.
Bro, I didn't, bro. Don't, bro.
I
didn't say nothing, bro. Bro, I didn't say nothing, bro.
You said something crazy, but we let it go.
Like what in the recycle?
What did I say this time?
No, what was it that he said, Henry? He said, "Oh, take it in the backside." Yeah, that was wicked, bro. Wicked. I just wanted to say,
yo,
that was insane.
I'm gonna get a cuss button like Kevin Garnett got. I'm gonna just press the button so y'all can hear me, bro.
Y'all.
So you know what? We're not even gonna stay on that too long. We're just gonna go ahead and let Reese go next and give his winners for week 5. Let me go and get your winners, Reese.
The winner for week 5 easily, I think it's gonna be the Steelers. The Steelers came away with a win, even though the Ravens played poorly. I mean, I was just counting, and I ran out of fingers to count how many balls were dropped by the Ravens, dog. Like, they tripping, dog. The receivers are some ass, bro. And it's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, now we can't talk about football, bro. Like,
Hey, now it's not talking about football.
Henry
Now
just
it's not
tripping.
talking
Like, I knew
about
he was gonna do
football.
that. Like, I mean, what else am I gonna say? He dropped the football. Like, what do you mean? Anyways, but nah, the Steelers came away with a dub. The Steelers came away with a dub they desperately needed. They don't look like they're gonna be they look like they might be a 500 football team. They might sneak into the playoffs, but you never know with Mike Tomlin, bro. Like him as a head coach, you can always count on him to probably. They always gonna have a. Whenever you see the Steelers and you like, man, they ain't doing so hot. You can always think that they gonna be a runner up for the playoffs, a wild card seed
Which
or
is
something.
crazy.
So it's crazy. It's crazy. So they definitely got a dub. They definitely need it. We'll see when they play the Ravens again in the following weeks. But yeah, they're the winners for week 5 for sure.
All right, bet. Last but not least, Henry, let me get your winner or winners for week 5.
Yes, sir. Winner number 1, got to give it to my boys out in Detroit. Got to show them some major love, man, because they killing the game right now. I don't know if you see their offense, but man, they got David Montgomery running that football like he's that dude, bro.
Yeah,
He looked like top 5 tailback in the league, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They are doing something crazy with handing the football to him. The way Jared Goff is playing, Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback in football right now. You can't name me 5 other quarterbacks better than his performances this season. And so I want to definitely tip my hat to the Detroit Lions. Man, oh man, shout out to the winner of the week. This is one guy. I have had so much fun watching this dude play football. Bijan is a pure animal. Do y'all hear me, bro? He is Reggie Bush reincarnated, bro. He's
he's Reggie at 6'225". Bro, he's low key, bro, jacked. Like that's the crazy thing.
I watched the clip of his touchdown over the weekend from an aerial view. So you only saw the top of their helmets in their bot, but you could see all like the lanes open up. Bro, Bijan catches the pass with one hand while looking forward, scoops it, makes a jump cut, boom, in the end zone. Bro, it looked like, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bijan, God, I pray that he stays healthy. From the Dynastyers podcast, we pray, Bijan, that you stay healthy because you could go down in history as one of the greatest running backs to watch in football. That would easily, bro, he's already the best running back to watch this season. There's no other player I would rather watch run the football this season than him.
Yeah, he's honestly been worth all of the hype that was put on him to come into.
He was worth the first round pick.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, who called that? I agree. Man, it's crazy.
And I have to show love. I have to show love to Reese Bradley because when we did our mock draft, when we did our Dynastyers mock draft over the summer, Reese Bradley called the pick
to going to Atlanta. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah, that was the crazy. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew Bryce was going one. But when you were like Bijan, I was like Bijan. I said no. I said yeah.
It's kind of like you would have had to like really watch him play football at Texas, dog, and like to see what he was doing in college. You can see how it was going to translate to the league. Now, it was a long shot. Even nowadays, running backs going in the top 5. It's kind of crazy, but it as you can see,
he's worth it. And it's not like it was when Saquon went in the first round because when Saquon went, he had a good rookie season, but then even then, it just looked different. It just looked more explosive, bro.
And if we want to talk about looks different, I'm afraid that the Longhorn might have another first round running back because I don't know if y'all seeing what that boy out in Texas doing right now.
They coaching him up.
Bro, that running back.
Because Roschon Johnson was in this same draft class, and Roschon is low-key probably going to start for Chicago now that Herbert hurt his ankle.
Herbert.
Roshan is nice, bro. So that's crazy. Texas might be RBU.
Nah, they ain't RBU, but they definitely got a couple backs coming out.
They got
bro. I mean, who else can we call this running back U besides Alabama? Like,
it definitely Bama, yeah.
Bama,
probably
Bama
Oklahoma, maybe Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I give Georgia.
Are we talking like now? Like we talking about just this era?
Let's talk about the last 10. Let's talk about the last 10 years. Some of the best running backs we've seen come from
definitely
Alabama
Bama.
and Georgia. Alabama and Georgia. Like I can't take nothing away because I'm thinking of the Gurleys of the world. I'm thinking of Derrick Henry. I'm thinking of.
We got to give a guy like TJ Yeldon credit. We got to give a guy like Mark Ingram credit that came in. Like
Dante Foreman out of Texas. You got to give him that.
Damian Harris. Yeah, he's a Bama guy.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I think if there's
Trent Richardson at Bama was nice, whether we like he just wasn't good in the pros.
Yeah. I mean, we got to give credit where credit is due. I'm not saying that Texas is the number one running back but
they
up there.
They'd be considered.
They up there.
I like Texas. Yeah, man. I want to give my winners real quick, and believe it or not, it's kind of a consolation win because it's to a losing team. I want to give mine to the Los Angeles Rams because they got Cooper Kupp back healthy, and Cooper Kupp looks like Cooper Kupp. They are going to have a scary offense when they get right. Cooper Kupp on one side, Puka Nacua on one side, Tyler Higbee at the tight end spot, Tutu Atwell at the slot, Kyra Williams at running back. Man, oh man, if they can keep Stafford upright, and that's the main thing because he was sacked 4 times against Philly, and he's kind of had a tough schedule to start the year, if we're being honest. He's had some tough teams. He's faced Seattle, the Niners, the Bengals, the Colts, the Eagles. He's won the games he's supposed to win, the Seahawks and the Colts. He lost the games he's supposed to lose, the Bengals, the 49ers, and the Eagles. So when the schedule lightens up, he gets the Cardinals, he gets the Steelers, he gets the Packers, the Cardinals again, like Commanders, no disrespect, Saints, Giants, like he'll be able to start winning some of these games when that offense gets right. The Browns, they can get to 9, 10, 11 wins, and they can be in the hunt in the NFC because the NFC, I believe, is up in the air. Anything after Philly and San Fran, it's like they're waiting for a third team. So if it can be the Rams, get Aaron Donald healthy, they could be somebody.
I'm looking at their schedule. I got them winning 8 more games. I got them beating the Cardinals. I got them beating the Steelers. Okay. I got them losing to the Cowboys, beating the Packers. So that's 3. I got them losing to the Seahawks. So that's 3-2. Got them beating the Cardinals again. That's 4-2. Beating the Browns. That's 5-2. Beating the Ravens. That's 6-2. Beating the Commanders. That's 7-2. Losing to the Saints. That's 7-3. Beating the Giants. That's 8-3. Losing to the 49ers. That's 8-4 plus their 2. So that's 10-5.
That's 10-7 that they're looking at, bro.
Yeah,
that's playoffs.
That's playoffs.
That's a 5 seed. That's a 5 seed in the NFC, if we're being real. And once you get to the playoffs, anything's on the table. So I just wanted to say that as my winner. I really wanted to salute to them. They're starting to figure stuff out down there in LA. Now, of course, we have to get to the other side of the coin, and that is the losers from week 5. I'll go ahead and drop mine, and then I will pass around, let everybody give their losers. I just got to go with the Minnesota Vikings, man. It's just right there on the platter for me, man. And we called this going into the year with them winning 11 one-score games last year. They are now on the other end of these one-score games. Every single one of their games this season has been 7 points or less, 8 points or less, excuse me. The Panthers victory they had was an 8-point victory. They've lost to the Chiefs by 1 score. They lost to the Chargers by 4. They lost to the Eagles by 1 score. They lost to the Bucks by a field goal. They are on the other end of these same games that they were in last season, and it's not looking pretty. O'Connell looks like he's giving up on the offense with with Justin Jefferson going to the IR with his hamstring injury, they're going to look to sell their team as well, maybe potentially take the drafted quarterback, and Kirk Cousins might be on the move. So they are throwing this season just one season after being a Super Bowl contender. We were talking about them as a Super Bowl contender just last season. They were the 1 seed in the NFC. So it's just the other side of that coin. They won 11. They were 11-0 in their one-score games. Now they're 1-4 in their one-score games. So I just wanted to mention my loser, Minnesota Vikings. And Henry, I'll come to you. Let me get your loser for week 5.
I think my loser for week 5 is also the Minnesota Vikings, but I'll take a different perspective. We're looking at a team who had 1 foot in trying to compete and 1 foot out trying to tank. Let's think about it. They haven't run the football well at all. It's because Alexander Mattison is not a number 1 guy. Like Reese, Reese is a Hall of Famer at St. Augustine's University at running back. Reese is one of the best fullbacks we've ever had in our school's history. And I'm looking to him for his running back knowledge. Reese, tell me, coach up Alexander Madison, man. Coach him up. Reese is also a premier running back coach for an amazing football program here in North Carolina. I need you to coach up Alexander Madison because he's not running the football well. You just got rid of Dalvin Cook and told him that he had no longer had value on this roster. But then you come back and say, oh, no, but we still need to run the football because we need that to be an element of our offense because we can't throw the football every single play because we're worried about Jefferson getting hurt. And what happened? When you realized you started throwing the football left and right, and what happened? Jefferson got hurt. So they put themselves in this situation. They put themselves in this place where Jordan Addison had to step up and be a guy now that you no longer have your number 1 receiver because you got him hurt. You got a poop-putt at tight end. You know, like what's happening with this?
Hawkinson's not bad, though. Hawkinson's not bad, but he's not bad.
He's not
amazing.
Great.
He's not amazing.
Yeah, Hawkinson's not great. Like,
but it usually takes tight ends like. And we've seen it, like George Kittle, Travis Kelce. It takes them a while to feel to that great field. You feel me?
Not Sam Laporta. Shout out to me in fantasy football. Knowing my football. He's a rookie. But typically, that's what you're saying, Reese. Typically, it does take a few years for guys. Because Kyle Pitts was supposed to be this guy. And he is struggling. I just don't understand.
No, he just had his best game of the year. He just had his best game of the year.
And he caught it was 79 yards.
But I'm just saying, bro. Hey, I'm just saying that's not saying much, but I mean, just to my point though, they haven't been able to run the football well, and so I'm looking at an organization who came into the season indecisive, anyways. They came into it hoping that Cousins was going to do more than what he could do. He didn't. They were hoping that they were going to get more out of their players than they did, and they didn't. And so I don't know what to tell you. I can't feel bad for the Minnesota Vikings because they put themselves in these situations.
That's respect. I'm glad that you're on par with me with in terms of team. That's the loser. Reese, I'll come to you for your losers for the week 5. Who you got for this week, man?
I'm gonna agree with y'all. I got 3 losers. I'm gonna agree with y'all. The Vikings are 100% the losers. The biggest, not the biggest losers, but they're one of the biggest losers of this week because I think they're just going to lose. I mean, they're going to have to end up franchising, Jetson, because he's not going to be there for much longer. Like, they're just not doing right behind him. Maybe they get a quarterback of the future in the next draft. Who knows? But, man, I called it. It's funny because I inherited this team on it's a keepers league in Yahoo fantasy team. And the first thing I did this year was trade Alexander Madison for a second round draft pick. And then the guy was like, yo, for real? Like, my brother called me like, why would you trade Alexander Madison? I'm like, bro, he's poop-putt. He's running back number 1. He's poop-putt. Like, I seen it coming out the gate. Like, I don't think he's just not a number 1 running back. He was good behind Dalvin Cook. Oh, yeah, he was killing behind Dalvin Cook. But when he put in that number 1 role, no. It's not it. So they got some work to do on offense as well as defense too, but mostly offense. But the biggest losers, because because they are who we thought they were, and y'all try to let them off the hook. This is a fucking Dallas Cowboys. Excuse my language, but the Dallas Cowboys are who I thought they were. And this game proved it. It proved it, bro. Like, and then the audacity for, I mean, he got heart. He got good heart. Michael Parsons coming out and saying that we still on the same par as 49ers. You got your ass whooped. You got a good old ass whooping. You're not on the same level as them. You're not. Y'all need to go back to the drawing board and re-chalk that stuff because it's not working. Whatever you got going on in that locker room, it ain't working. You feel me? So those are the two biggest losers, but I also gotta somehow throw my Commanders out there. Man, we lost a game we should have won. We lost a big game we should have won. That could have been a season changer for us on Thursday night, but hey, we got to come back strong on this week. So, but yeah, those are my biggest losers.
Reese, man, I was like your brother, bro. I banked my entire fantasy team in one of my leagues on Alexander Madison being my running back one. Bro,
You should have came. You should have came to the guy for the tip and the advice, boy. I didn't see it. I didn't see what the whole hype was about my man,
because
bro.
he was eating behind Dalvin, so I just
He was
assumed
eating
with
behind
more
Dalvin, but like
options.
you can't expect him to get like come on, like
I was, bro.
you
I
got to
said more
read the whole. You
opportunities
got to read
equals
the
more
whole
money.
book, not just the first chapter. You feel me?
Yeah, I read that first chapter and got hyped. So this is the greatest book of my life. Then I got to chapter 4. I said, boy, man, Alex, last but not least, bro, definitely want to get to you because I want to hear your losers for week 5. Who'd you pick this week, man?
My losers for week 5. I thought y'all was gonna. I'm not trying to throw no Spurs or nothing, but I thought y'all was gonna get to them. The Patriots, man, and specifically Bill Belichick. I've been saying for years, man, he got to go and apologize to Tom Brady. It was Tom Brady's reason why they were winning. Okay, it was all Tom Brady. He tried to. I think he had Cam Newton and Brian Hoyer for a season. They went 7-9, missed the playoffs, and it's been a downward spiral ever since then. Mac Jones maybe looked halfway decent his first year, his rookie year, and then it's been worse and worse every year. And now they're 1-4. They just lost 34-0 to the Saints, in which Derek Carr looked like on a small scale a little smidgen of Tom Brady on a Tom Brady list team. So yeah, the Patriots they suck. They might get Caleb Williams. Hopefully, Bill Belichick realizes that it is a quarterback league and he's a coach in it, and he needs to act and hold himself accordingly. I hope that's a lesson learned for him. Hopefully, we'll see as time goes on for him. I'm not gonna throw my Commanders under the bus. We know what we were supposed to do. We obviously didn't do it again. We didn't do it last Sunday. What is that? What else is new? But I'm not gonna get on I'm gonna get on the other team in my background. I'm gonna get on the Cowboys. And like Reese just said, they're always trying to call the Cowboys. This is our year. This is the year we're going all the way. It's our turn. How about them boys? Well, how about them boys? How about them boys? Shout out Debo. Shout out Debo Samuel. Shout out George Kittle. 3 catches and 3 tuds. Yes, like his shirt said, fuck Dallas. I know this is a family show, but fuck Dallas. I hope the family understands me. I hate Dallas. I don't like to use the H word a lot, but I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like their fan base. Like they're the most trash, delusional human beings on earth. They're more delusional than anybody that thinks OJ didn't do it. And I rest my case on that.
Thank you for that strong worded soliloquy, Alex. We appreciate that.
Very insightful.
Very, very insightful.
Henry face,
We definitely appreciate that.
You just ramrodded the Cowboys.
The Patriots are definitely a loser, man. Do you guys see a world where Mac Jones bounces back from this negative of a season, or do you think he's done? Because He again got benched for Bailey Zappi this week, man, and it seems like his time in New England is winding towards a close.
Yeah, they better trade him before he just walks away. Because get something out of him.
Yeah.
He won't be there in the future.
Yeah, man. Second to last thing that I wanted to get to is our Week 6 predictions, and I got a couple games I just wanted to highlight. Just wanted to kind of get our opinion on who you guys are feeling this week in terms of the big games. So Monday night, man, we got Dallas and we got the Chargers. Who are we rocking with? Henry, I'm coming to you first. Chargers, Cowboys, Monday night.
Chargers, Cowboys, Monday night. That score is going to be 3-0. And I genuinely don't care who wins. I would really like to see a good game. I really hope the Cowboys win just for like our division race, because I am in fact a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So that would make me happy to see that the Chargers lost another game, because Kansas City's going to win one this week. And so that just puts us one game ahead in the division. So Cowboys, I got Cowboys winning this ball game 24-21. Chargers throw 2 interceptions. Dallas throws 1, but it's the 1 interception that Dak can afford to give up. So let's go Dallas. Let's go Dallas.
Alex, who you rocking with, man? Monday night, or we got Dallas, we got the Chargers. Who you rocking with?
I mean, it's obvious that I'm rolling with the Chargers just because I despise the Cowboys that much. But I bet my football mind, I guess, tells me that the Cowboys should win. I just feel like Dak's gonna fuck it up. I really do. I think Dak's gonna throw an untimely pick. I can really see a situation, guys, where the score is like 17-14. The Cowboys have the ball in like the last 3 minutes, and Dak throws an interception. I can really see that in the fourth quarter. I can see it, and they go all the way back down and get a Chargers touchdown, and then they lose. I can see a world where they do that, or get a field goal, or whatever the case. Yeah, I just don't think Dak is that guy. I really don't. I think Dak is the most poo-put of the average quarterbacks in the league. Just because he's his name is Dakota to me. His name is Dakota Prescott.
Reese, coming to you, man. Dallas, Los Angeles. Who you rock with Monday night?
Realistically, the Chargers don't look good this year. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys. If I had to put money on the line on it, I think the Cowboys probably win.
I am also going with the Cowboys. I'm going with a 21-17 score, Dallas. I want to get this Thursday nighter in as well, because we do have Henry on the panel. Thursday nighter, Broncos Chiefs. Are we rocking with the Broncos? Are we rocking with the Chiefs? Who are we rocking with this week? Henry, I'll let you start us off, man.
And next.
There we go. As long as y'all know. Everybody knows where I was going. I just had to pause, right? You do a moment of silence for those that you've lost. And I think the Broncos are very, very, very lost. And so, we just got to move on. Moment of silence. I think Pat's gonna go out there. I think Pat's gonna go out there and just obliterate these guys.
It's gonna be a dark Friday for somebody.
Yeah. It's Black Friday is coming. I just don't know for who, but I know it's in Denver.
That Denver organization, boys.
Yeah, it's
gonna be
Friday.
some lockers and some offices getting cleaned out on Friday. Their cards will not work on Monday.
The city of Denver's U-Haul box store is finna go out of business for all the boxes they finna box up. Somebody losing their job. And I tell you what, if Kansas City loses, me and Pat got to talk, man. I gotta holler at Pat, bro. Bro, Pat better not drop this. Pat, don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me, Pat.
Two more games I want to highlight before we get to the words of wisdom. I want to highlight the Detroit Lions in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. A 4-1 versus a 3-1 team. Who are y'all rocking with this game? This is the 425 on Fox. This is like it could be an intriguing game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
Who you rocking with, Alex? Who you going with? Lions, Buccaneers.
Lions.
I'm going, Henry. I'm going with the Lions by a long shot. I like the young team, man. They really did it the right way. Dan Campbell really has them boys playing, dare I say, Detroit style football, Rough Riders. Get after it, get in your muck, get it out in the mud, outrun you, knock you down, all that. I think it's going to be a blowout. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to have an answer. I don't think Dak is going to be able to. I mean, not Dak. Excuse me. I don't think Mayfield's going to be able to match up with what Jared Goff is going to. The challenge that he's going to put up with on the offense. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be close, guys. I really don't.
Okay, Reese, coming to you, man. Lions, Buccaneers, man. Who you rocking with?
I mean, I've never really been on the Baker Mayfield bandwagon or whatever you want to call it. I think at some point he's gonna come off his high horse. I just believe in that. I don't see him doing too much good things in this league. Unfortunately, I wish him all well, but I just don't see it. But I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Henry, I'm coming to you, man. Who you rocking with? Are you rocking Tampa Bay? You rocking Detroit?
I'm definitely gonna go Detroit. I think Detroit by a long shot. If the game is close, I think Tampa Bay gets the win, but I don't think Detroit lets it happen. I think their offense comes out and plays big. I think they're supposed to get Amon St. Brown back this week. And so I wouldn't be surprised if St. Brown comes back. That offense is going to be clicking at 100%. But I mean, we've seen what it looks like when it's clicking on 85, 75, and they look like a ball club. So, I'm definitely expecting them to go out there and handle business. By the way, y'all, where's Kurt? That's gonna be like the run. That's gonna be like the running question each week, y'all. We're missing a co-member. Hadn't seen him in a while. Where's Kurt? We're gonna guess where Kurt is. Somewhere strange in the world. I think right now Kurt is in Kalamazoo. Where's Kurt?
I'll be the only person to stand on this by myself. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're getting Mike Evans back this week as well. They're getting their wide receiver one back. I believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a pretty quality team, man. Baker Mayfield's doing his thing. I'm not a big Baker Mayfield fan either, although I did want him to go to the Jets opposed to Sam Darnold in that draft. I think he's found a good situation in Tampa. They have a pretty good defense, good weapons, good running game, good O-line. He just has to not mess it up. So I think he doesn't do that against Detroit, and this is a big game for the NFC, so I'm ready to see that. And there's no really other game that's 50-50 that I want to talk about that I think we'll have debating, opinions on. So I guess we can go ahead and get to what everybody came here for, and that is the words of wisdom to end the show. I do want to say I appreciate everybody's time, man. This has been a tremendous show. Glad that we have the 4-person panel back. This moves a lot smoother with 4. With 3, it's sometimes we have the similar opinions, so it's not as great of a debate as it is before. So I appreciate the 4. I want to come to you first, Alex, for your words of wisdom, man. What do you got for the people on this fine evening? And I think brother man Alex might be having some technical difficulties. He might be muted. There we go. There we go, brother man.
What I was gonna say is, if there's specifically to any younger viewers that we may have, please don't do anything stupid. Mikey Williams, if you guys follow him at all, he's facing 28 years for 6 felony gun charges. We all knew that he was at least a surefire first round pick, probably, based on his high school little hoop tapes and now he's facing the slammer, which means he will, essentially be in prison for his entire basketball career. Look, man, look, that's what everybody calls jail. I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's what they call
What
jail.
did it for me was that Reese broke out laughing, bro, because Reese hadn't laughed at one all episode, and the fact that Reese laughed, I had to react because I wasn't gonna say nothing, bro. I wasn't gonna say a word.
Bro.
That's Reese. This was on Reese, bro.
Hey, look,
Reese
hey,
had been
Reese,
all adult all episode. Man,
yo,
y'all don't want to talk about football now, bro. I said he caught the balls. I said
no,
he
he said he
caught the
dropped the
balls.
ball.
I dropped
He
the
said he dropped the
balls.
ball.
He want to be an adult, and then you say slammer, he gonna bust out laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, yo,
Oh,
it's something else, man. I tell you,
bro.
See,
That's
Mikey
crazy.
Williams did what y'all are doing right now, not taking this stuff seriously.
not taking stuff serious.
Not taking
bro.
it serious.
Exactly.
Now,
You're right.
now he's facing the 8 and 5 room.
Mm.
28 years with Bernard on the yard. Tough.
Yeah, bro. I kind of want to reiterate what Alex said, man. It's no situation bad enough or angry enough where you can't stop and think before you act. Because in the Mikey Williams situation, he acted on emotion, shot a gun into a car, and now, like Alex mentioned, he's facing 28 years in prison, man. Miles Bridges, another case of a young African American male thinking upon emotion instead of thinking, reacting, sitting, and then acting on his emotions, is also facing another warrant based out of the domestic dispute case he had with his female counterpart a little while back. That just shows how one situation of just quick anger can turn into something that sticks with you, because this has already been a 2-year thing. He not only he didn't get to play last season, he missed out on the contract money. They were able to avoid his contract. He turned into a rapper. His rap career didn't blow up, and now
Trash.
he's facing multiple times in jail based off of domestic abuse. So I just say this. I say all this to say there's no situation bad enough where you can't stop and think before you act, man. Please, 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 please stop and think first, because your life is precious, man. So just please do that. And I want to come to Reese now. Reese, what you got for the people, man?
I say it all the time. I'm preaching now. I'm gonna preach it later. Protect your mental. Take care of your mental. Invest in your mental. That means if you need to see somebody and talk to somebody about something going on in your life that's affecting you and the way you act and the way you, I mean, it starts with it's that's where it starts with. It's all up here. It's all up in your mental, man. So protect your mental, bro. Um, that's it. That's what I got for the people.
Appreciate that, bro. Last but not least, Henry, going to give it a mic, man. Let you drop something for the people.
It's always great when I get a chance to be around my guys, man. When I get a chance to be around my friends, people that I love, people that I care so much about. It's always a pleasure to do this week in and week out with y'all. Darius, you're my little brother, so words never will be able to express how much I love you. Alex, you took care of my brother while he was in college, so you're a brother of mine. You never have to worry about that. It's always taken care of. You're always loved. Reese, no question about it. One of my best friends, somebody that if I could spend every day with, no matter how much we argue, no matter how much we fuss, I would, and I would do so happily. Um, I've just been fortunate that God has created a network of people who I align with the same life living, the same ideals that I have. I've been so fortunate and so blessed that he's protected my friends, that he's protected my family. And so today it's not even really a word of wisdom. Today it's just a moment just to give thanks. Today it's just a moment just to be grateful for you three gentlemen on this call, for my brother Kurt, who's not here right now, um, who's taking care of life things himself, for being grateful for all the people that listen to our show each week, grateful for my family, grateful for the people that are close to me that stand in my corner each and every week. Man, I'm just truly grateful. I think it was important to give space for that gratitude, for that joy, for that love that I get a chance to exude to the world. And I have to give that love back because so many people over the weekend poured in love and poured love into me, poured in happiness and kindness and graciousness. Um, I know for a fact that I'm truly blessed, man. I can't lie to y'all. Anytime I get with my guys, man, Darius, anytime we get together, it's always love. It's always fun, bro. Me and Alex chop it up. Alex, we chop it on the phone. We're gonna get together soon, man. I tell you what, if y'all want to see Henry take a dope picture, make sure Reese is in the picture.
Stupid.
The picture is always going to be fire. It never fails. And that lets you know when you got good people around you because they only elevate you. They only magnetize the things, the greatness. They only magnify is the word I'm looking for, the greatness that's inside of you. They only enhance and elevate and do the things for you. When you have people in your corner like that, and it doesn't come easy, it comes with prayer, it comes with seeking people like you, being in those circumstances, in those places. But once you find those people, you will look and notice that every single time you touch something with those people in your presence, you're only going to expand. And so I'm sending love, I'm sending graciousness, I'm sending peace, happiness, joy, prosperity, understanding, so much support, so much mental development, growth, and peace to all the people that are out there showing you love, sending you so much happiness today because I'm truly overjoyed with all the love I receive.
Thank you for that, bro. I truly appreciate you for saying that, man. Much love to you as well, bro. And again, like I said, I appreciate you guys for your time, man. I know you guys are busy individuals, man. So I thank you guys for making time for me, for the people to just come and talk a little football, man. So till next time, this is the boys here at the Dynastyers podcast, man. This has been another banger of an episode. And until next time, man, it is your boys, and we are out. Peace.